ba-bum, 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 bum. And my honey, ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, forever. And when I say dip, 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 you know I mean it from the bottom of my boogity, boogity, boogity shoe.
Okay, so who did put the bump in the bump de bump? Anyone got any answers? Put them on the chat, if you will. Right, just before I introduce you to my officially to my lovely guest Rebecca, I would like to apologise. Last week and the week before, then we tried to bring you the outside broadcast from poolside in Carcassonne in France. It all went horribly wrong. So for all those who joined and was very patient while we tried to get it working, my apologies once again. It was all Ray's fault because he's the technical man, and so, but we're going to forgive him because he's
frogs, man.
yeah. He's almost as lovely as my next guest, and who is Rebecca Hosking. Rebecca, welcome to the Rockin Radio Wall of Sound.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome. You are my second live guest.
Yay!
And I've played lots of your music before on the show, but it's a delight to have you here playing live. What is it that brought you over to England?
My first tour here was 3 years ago, and a year before that I was doing a contest called Artist Signal, and basically it was for $10,000. Whoever got the most votes at the end of the month won, and I was gathering a fan base and people who would help me do this. You had to vote every hour, so a large majority of my fan base ended up being here in the UK. So if I won, and they helped me win, I told them that I would come and tour here, so that's what I did. They helped me win, and
you win,
and I came.
You won $10,000.
I did, yes.
How cool!
Yeah, and it paid for my trip over here for the very first time. And the first tour went off with a bang. It was great, and I met so many great people. And then I just keep coming back every year now.
So it's like your second home.
Yes.
Your spiritual home for writing songs, maybe.
It is. It is. Yeah, because I get really creative when I'm on the road.
Who organises your tours and things? And do you do that
Me,
yourself?
myself, and I.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
So how do you get in touch with people all around the UK?
I do a lot of cold calls, and now just after touring a couple of years now, I've met a lot of people, and they usually help me.
So you can revisit similar places.
Absolutely.
Okay, good stuff. Well, I'm going to be asking you to play a song shortly. I'm going to play one more before, so you can limber up and put to use your new...
My newfangled capo. I knew I was going to lose that.
We had a little bit of a meltdown just before coming live on air because Rebecca had lost her, what's it, capo. And so between Rebecca and Ray, we've made one out of, looks like an old Tipex bottle or something.
It's a peel box.
Very liquid bottle, elastic band, and a pair of knickers.
Yeah, it's all the kind of all the kind of things that you find on Blue Peter.
It detoured a diva moment.
Right, I'll say hello to a few of the people who joined us very shortly. I'm going to play a little bit of Journey first with Who's Crying Now. This will probably get the doctor shouting from the rooftops because this is a bit of a middle of the road big hair song and he doesn't like that kind of thing. So this one's for you, Doctor. Good evening.
Something good can hurt so bad.
go. I knew Mike wouldn't like that one. It's a pleasant song, Mike. Some good guitar work and some great vocals. So
Mike.
yeah. We've already explained to Rebecca a little something about Mike, but we'll not spoil the whole fun. We'll let her work you out for herself. Right, okay, so I'll just say a few quick hellos and then I'm going to ask Rebecca to play a song for us and tell us a little bit something about it. So good evening, Malcolm Baxter. Nice to have you on board, Malcolm. Obviously, Posh Helen's in the house. Good evening, Posh Helen. And I'm quite pleased that you've adopted this nickname, which is quite nice. Billy's in the house. Good evening, Billy. The doctor's in. Don't know how you're feeling, doctor. Let us know whether you're feeling grumpier than normal or whether you might even be feeling quite human and happy, as it's quite nice and warm outside. Joanne's in, over from New York. Good evening to Joanne. And Adele's in early. That's good to hear. So we'll expect to have you around for about an hour before we lose you to the shower. And also I need to say hello to Marge. She'll be watching or listening at home, along with Emily, Ben, Henry, Danielle and Kenny. And Emily, you'll be pleased to know that we've got Vasily in the house, in your absence, chosen by your grandma. So she's going to be, Vasily is going to be overseeing Rebecca as Rebecca plays our first tune. So Rebecca, what is it you're going to play? Tell us a little bit of something about it.
I wrote this song for another radio station, Gonzo. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I see them.
Yeah, he does Arzik. And they have a competition all the time, and they give you like a subject. And this competition was about starting over and new beginnings and that sort of thing. So I wrote this song for that competition.
And how did you do?
I don't know yet. I've just submitted it. I don't know if I
right,
won or
okay. All right. So it's that new. This is off the new album.
Yes.
Which we must talk about a little bit later on. But they're going to be doing 3 tracks off the new album, I believe.
Yes.
And the new album's called
Made in Bristol.
Although officially
it was recorded in Nashville.
But we can keep that just amongst ourselves. Well, if it's okay with you, I shall hand over the mic to you and you can play us this lovely song.
All right. Well, I'll leave you behind when I find the courage to standing on the edge. I gotta play this one cool. Now there's a frost in the air that chills me to the bone. Well, I don't want you here, but I hate to be alone. Miles I travel, just lose the dream I once knew. Holding in my hand the last strand before I turn you loose. Now there's a frost in the air that chill me to the bone. 'Cause I don't want you here, but I hate to be alone. So I'll leave you behind, 'cause I know it's the right thing to do. 'Cause you don't know what you lost, 'cause I never let you lose. Now there's a frost in There's a frost in the air, it'll chill you to the bone. When you wish I was there, you'll be all alone, all alone. The capo didn't work that bad.
Thank you very much.
It's a little thumpy. Like whenever I try to get those minor chords, it would like bumped into it.
Well, that's a beautiful song. We've got some feedback in. Obviously, Posh Helen, she's saying for us it's a beautiful song. She's obviously heard it before. Adele, liking the amazing vocals. And Joanne saying, lovely voice.
Thank you so much, you guys.
I was going to... I was listening, but I was watching because, as I said to you earlier on, I've tried to play the guitar and failed miserably, even after having lessons.
I really am bad at it too.
Well, I thought you played
Fake it till you make it.
I thought you played it so effortlessly because the way you were moving your fingers for the chords was just so, and the strumming was so delicate. I was quite taken. So I tip my hat.
Yay! Thank you.
And we've got lots of clapping from Malcolm as well. So very
Hey,
good.
Malcolm.
Oh, you've got messages there. So
I
you can
do,
say,
yes.
Good. Right, okay. Right, well, thank you very much, Rebecca. And we're going to come back to you for a little bit more chat. And we may even talk about some of the songs that I've picked for this evening and see what you think about them. A little bit eclectic, I hope. That's what I try to do. And we're going to continue with them. And we're going to have a little bit of Harry Nilsson with
Nice.
Put the Lime in the Coconut.
Oh, this is like my favorite song ever.
No way.
Yes, that's so crazy that you're playing this song.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit of something about this after we've played it. I'll play it and then I'll tell you a little bit something about it. So here you go, everybody. Harry Nilsson.
Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for the time. His sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, she called the doctor, woke him up and said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. Now let me get this straight. Put the lime in the coconut, you drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, you called the doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. You put the lime in the coconut.
There you go. Great song, and a couple of comments in from my sister, as I kind of half expected. I was just mentioning to Rebecca during the song that it just reminds me of playing it in my old man's car, or my old man playing it to my sister and my two older brothers. She says in the Peugeot, but goes back even earlier than that, Joe. It was in the Hillman Avenger, as I remember it, and it was on the 8-track. Played the whole album. If I recall, it was Nielsen Schmielsen, if I remember rightly. What a great album! So it obviously reminds me of when I was a kid, and what seemed like great summers. Why is it one of your favourites, and what does it remind you of?
Well, the first time I ever heard the song was on a movie, and it was called Practical Magic, and I loved that movie. And there was this particular scene where they're all dancing in the kitchen to this song, and it was just a happy song, and I loved it ever since. I had to Google it because I didn't know who it was.
So that can't have been that long ago.
It was 90s.
Yeah.
The first time I ever heard
Right.
it. Yeah.
We're going back to probably.
I didn't really like I didn't listen to radio or not much until like later in life when I started writing my own songs. I felt like I was always paranoid I was gonna get too influenced on somebody and like steal their stuff unintentionally. So I just wouldn't listen to anything while I was writing. So
Right.
But I'm
Okay.
starting to like.
Well, you're a lot younger than me anyway, I guess.
I don't know. I think I would surprise you, but we don't talk age.
Yeah, that's one of the questions, but I will ask you now.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's one of my questions. You've not seen my questions yet.
Oh,
I've got them
okay.
all little hidden away in case you look at them.
I'll
sneakily.
lie.
Right. Okay. Where are we? Yeah. Joanne's just agreed it was the Avenger. Right. We're going to crack on with a bit more music, if that's okay, and hopefully that should take us up to 7:30. We'll see, Ray, and see how the timing's going. This is another good oldie from Mr. Johnny Tillotson. It's Poetry in Motion.
When I see my baby, what do I see? Poetry, poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, walking by my side, her lovely locomotion keeps my eyes open wide. Poetry in motion, see her gentle sway, all wave out on the ocean, could never move that way. I love every movement, there's nothing I would change. She doesn't need improvements, she's much too nice to rearrange. Poetry in motion, dancing close to me, a flower of devotion, a swaying gracefully. Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Poetry in motion, see her gentle sway, a wave out on the ocean, could never move that way. I love every movement, there's nothing I would change. She doesn't need improvements, she's much too nice to rearrange. Poetry in motion, all that I adore, no number 9 love potion could make me love her more. Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yet. It's 7:30 now, and that means, Rebecca, that it's time for my my regular feature. I have a like a movie theme or a TV theme that I play at 7:30
Nice.
each week, and I've started not telling people what it is, so that the smart Alex out there, usually my sister, I have to say, can guess. Malcolm's pretty good at this, actually, to be fair, and what's his name? Who was in earlier? Is it Paul?
Paul Sheridan.
Paul Sheridan, yeah, he's pretty good at it. So yes, we're not too bad for time. We're bang on 7:30, so that's all good. And thanks to my guest. So we're going to do what we do at 7:30. This is the movie theme, the TV theme. As always, I'll play it without telling you what it is. And if you want to have a guess, send in some messages. And Joe, I don't know what's happened to the doctor. He may well have fallen offline, which is not unusual for him. So here you go. Have a little listen to this. See if you can guess who did it and what it is from. There you go. So, well done, Malcolm. It seems that you were the only one who got it. They didn't even get it in the studio here. Rebecca didn't get it, but that's because she's too young, I think. And Patches didn't get it. They had a good guess at something else. But no, it was indeed The Odd Couple. And it was written by a chap called Neil Hefti. Great series and a great film, if I remember rightly, from when I was a lad. So I hope you enjoyed that one. And we'll do a little bit more at 7:30 next week. Right. I need to tell you what I'm playing next. Do you keep up with the UK music quite a lot? Mm-hmm. So even if it doesn't make it big in America?
No.
No. I'm going to go
Only
back.
when I'm here.
I'm going to go back, I think probably to late 70s, early 80s, I would guess. I'm going to be playing a song by a band, a ska band called The Specials. You heard of them?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. So it'd be interesting to see what you think of this.
Absolutely.
Quite an old record, but you'll remember The Specials, Ray, won't you?
Oh, definitely.
It's not one of the obvious Specials one. In actual fact, I think it might have even been a B-side, but it's a pretty good song, and it was certainly very prevalent at the times that it came out, and it's called Why. Have a little listen, let me know what you think.
Why did you try to hurt me? I got to know. Did he really wanna kill me? Tell me why, tell me why, tell me why. Why do we have to fight? Why must we fight? I have to defend myself from a attack last night. I know I am blind. You know you are white. I'm proud of my black skin. And
salute and a steal your food. A Nazi salute and a steal your food. They follow like sheep in a wolf clothes. They follow like sheep in a...
There you go. So, a bit of Tell Me Why by the Specials. Malcolm sent a message in saying, did he get slashed? And I'm presuming he's talking about someone out the Specials and whether that had something to do with that song. I really don't know that, Malcolm, so perhaps you can elaborate a little bit and let us know. But I was just talking in the break to Rebecca about whether she liked ska and whether she'd heard much of British ska. She hadn't heard of the Specials, but what?
I liked it.
Yeah, you liked it. It's good. It's a good tune. It's very
Makes
easy
you
going,
bounce.
and it was of the time. As I was just saying, there was a lot of riots between blacks and whites, etc. So it was quite a pertinent song of the day.
Oh wow.
So genres, music-wise, you'll see throughout my show it can go from anything from blues to ska to jazz to rock and roll.
I like the variety.
Yeah. Do you? Is there any genre that you like best or dislike?
There's none that I dislike. I love all music, and it all influences me in some way, shape, or form. I always liked punk music, heavy metal. Like, I'm a huge Metallica fan, and
I wouldn't have expected that.
I know it shocks everyone, and I would love to write it. I just can't. When I write, it just comes out the way it comes out. But I mean, Metallica, lyrics-wise, was a huge influence on me. I just, I was young when they were popular, and I really, had the angst going, and it was, good for my age at the time. The little rebel without a cause.
Yeah. I don't know too much. I've listened to a bit of Metallica, and I like what I listen to, but I don't know enough about them to offer any insight. But I didn't have you down for being a rock chick.
I loved them. I thought I actually got in trouble once. I was talking to somebody who was a huge Led Zeppelin fan, and I told them that I thought Metallica was the Led Zeppelin of my generation, and they were just like, "What?"
I can kind of half of it. I mean, the old hippies of the day, the Rolling Stones, the Led Zeppelin fans, and they're very protective of their bands, and I'm guilty of being exactly the same, I have to say. And Led Zeppelin, big favourite band of mine. After not on
Nirvana,
tonight, unfortunately.
I thought they were great.
Super band.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what you think. We're going to go from a bit of ska to a bit of country, I suppose, with Mr. Johnny Cash.
Ooh, I like him.
Like a bit of Johnny Cash. I'm ashamed to say I didn't really get into Johnny Cash until probably my mid-30s. And by that time I was into all kinds of music, and I really never got Johnny Cash. I didn't see how good he was. And then when I watched the film Walk the Line, and you watch his life and all that kind of stuff, and you start listening to the songs, what a top man he was, really.
Yeah.
So it was one of those that I just came to a little bit late, but I certainly do appreciate now. In actual fact, I'm lying. I will play Johnny Cash now, because I said I would. I had something else lined up, but this is how we roll on the Rockin' Radio World of Sound. We're going to play Johnny Cash. If I play that now, Ray, will it go on?
Move it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, bit of Johnny Cash, just like that.
Well, you wonder why I always dress in black, why you never see bright colors on my back, and why does my appearance seem to have a somber tone? Well, there's a reason for the things that I have on. I wear the black for the poor and the beaten down, living in the hopeless, hungry side of town. I wear it for the prisoner who has long paid for his crime, but is there because he's a victim of the time. I wear the black for those who've never read or listened to the words front there ought to be a man in black. I wear it for the sick and lonely old, for the reckless ones whose bad trip left them cold. I wear the black in mourning for the lives that could have been. Each week we lose 100 fine young men. And I wear it for the thousands who have died, believing that the Lord was on their side. I wear it for another 100,000 who have died, believing that we all were on their side. Well, there's things that never will be right, I know, and things need changing everywhere you go. But till we start to make a move to make a few things right, you'll never see me wear a suit of white. Oh, I'd love to wear a rainbow every day and tell the world that everything's okay. But I'll try to carry off a little darkness on my back till things are brighter. I'm the man in black.
There you go. From the man in black to the man in pink. It's just not quite the same. I'm certainly not as cool as Johnny
Write a
Cash.
song about that, John.
Yeah. Could you write a song about the man in pink?
I can indeed.
Right. Rebecca was just telling us during in the interval there that she actually did a little bit of something in the same vein as Mr. Cash. You played in a prison
I did.
over in the UK
With Posh Helen.
with Posh Helen plays the harp, doesn't she?
She does.
In prison.
Uh-huh.
That's a sight I would like to have seen.
It was awesome, and I was her side guy. I got to play guitar for her, and she sang.
Oh
It
right.
was kind of cool being the side guy. for
And
her.
which prison was it?
Oh, Helen.
Exeter.
No, I think it's in Exeter, but I
Oh
don't
right,
know.
no, sorry, it was
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, okay.
Channing Hill, I think it was.
Okay. And what level of prisoners? Does it all kinds or?
All kinds. We would do different sessions for each level of criminal. I hate to say that, but but they were all but they wouldn't tell you who was in there
of course,
or whatever. And but they were all very, very polite and just excited that I was there. It really touched my heart. I made a couple of guys cry, and they were very appreciative. And
You made them cry by singing to them rather than hitting them with the
did.
guitar. And
I didn't hit them, no. But yes, they were moved to tears with my songs, and I thought that was really lovely. It was a great experience.
yeah.
We've did it twice.
Oh right, okay. You and Posh
Yeah.
Helen.
Yeah,
Imagine taking a harp into a prison.
yeah.
Wow. Well,
The harp is bigger than she is too. She's just a little wee thing.
I've seen a picture. That's why I called her Posh Helen, because anybody who lives down south is quite posh, and if you play the harp, you've got to be posh, haven't you? Really.
Yeah.
So maybe when we.
I tower over her and always pat her on the head, drives her nuts.
Maybe we can get Posh Helen in the studio one day. What do you think? What do you think,
Yeah.
Posh Helen?
Well, we talked.
Eh?
Channing Wood.
Yeah.
I was close. I said Hill.
Yeah.
Channing Hill.
Well, Rebecca, if it's all right with you, you could play another song for us if you would.
Yeah, I would love to.
Tell us what it is, what it's about.
This is off of my new album, Made in Bristol. The song is called Vivid Imagination, and it was just a daydream about a guy.
A daydream about a guy.
Yes.
Okay.
I color a picture of you and me. We're doing my best to wash away my silly insecurity. The miles weighing heavy on my heart, sitting alone on the other side of the pond. 'Cause I have such a vivid imagination. Well, I can dream in so much conviction
you can see her, you can make it real. Just as tangible as my emotions, it lives in my vivid imagination and breathes in my vivid imagination. I listen to all the words you written, and hearing your voice in every single stolen picture. The light dancing in your hazel light. Stain is quiet but still felt across the miles. 'Cause I have such a vivid imagination. Well, I can dream of so much conviction. I believe if you can see it, you can make it real. It's just as tangible as my emotions. It lives in my vivid imagination and breathes in my vivid imagination. Well, I don't need much to go on, just a quick hello, send me to the moon. I always feel a little less alone when you let me know I was on your mind too. I have such a vivid imagination. Well, I can dream of so much conviction. I believe if you can see it, you can make it real. Just as tangible as my emotions, it lives my vivid imagination. Yeah, I believe if you can see it, you can make it real. Just as tangible as my emotions, it lives in my vivid imagination and breaks my vivid imagination.
Another beautiful song. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I guess if I go into asking you questions about it, you're not going to answer them.
No. It's
can't-
pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah. I like to push these
I
things.
sound like a stalker, right?
You're not though, are you?
No.
Okay. That's good to know. Right. Okay. Well, I guess unless there's anything more you want to tell me about that song, I'm going to have to carry on and play some more music.
Carry on.
And I think I've got another song that you're going to like because it's by the very wonderful Fleetwood Mac.
Yes. I love every song they have.
Okay, well that's good then. This is going to work. This is a great song. It's called Big Love.
Ah, favourite.
What a great song. I'll talk to you about this one afterwards.
Looking out for love in the night so still. Oh, I'll build you a kingdom in that house on the hill.
Bang on tune. So we were just discussing, and I didn't discuss this until I opened the mic because I wanted to know what Rebecca thought. There is a legend, I don't know if it's just a legend in my own mind, but I've certainly heard somewhere that the noises that Stevie Nicks makes at the end of that record were recorded while she was actually making love.
Really?
I've heard that.
I
don't know
what?
how
I
true it
think I've
is.
heard that too, but I don't know if it's true or not.
I've seen the video.
Raymond has proof.
Yeah. Well done, Ray. I just hope that it is true. But what a great song, and a great finish, a great way to end a song. And you were saying Lindsey Buckingham.
Oh, I think he's an extremely incredible guitar player, very underrated in my opinion, and he doesn't get it enough credit.
Just
Credit is due.
An all-round great band, to be fair, but
Yeah.
they were quite.
Honestly, I didn't really
screwed
like.
up, weren't they?
I didn't like Fleetwood Mac until Lindsey and Stevie Nicks came aboard, and then I
Right.
liked it a lot. I just thought their dynamic really brought something to the band.
Yeah, I
And,
think Stevie Nicks is brilliant. I think she's
yeah.
a great singer and a very unique voice as well. Right, well, I'm going to crack on with the music, if that's okay. It'll be interesting. Now I know you're a bit of a rock chick. It'll be, you might like this one. If the doctor is still listening, he will have a fit when he listens to this one. But I know someone, if she's not in the shower already, who will like it a lot. This is for you, Adele. I know you'll like this one. It's a bit of Whitesnake with Is This Love? that finished a little bit a bit abrupt, isn't it? Okay, so a couple of messages. There's been a bit of messaging going on the chat, but not a lot in the chat room tonight. Mr. Swarbrick, if you're listening and not in the chat room, come and join us. We're missing Marion, Marie. Who else are we missing? Hillary's not in. Where's Hillary? Where's the doctor? In actual fact, he seems to have gone completely offline. So some of those regular chatters, come and join us. Don't just be listening on the radio. Come and have a little chatter with us, and let us know what you think of the show so far. Rubbish. Right. Okay. It's gone 8 o'clock, which means it's time for my 8 o'clock feature, which is either a featured artist or a featured album. Tonight, it's given over to a featured artist, and as far as I'm concerned, the greatest rock and roll band that has ever been or ever will be. They're the first and only artist to feature twice on my featured artist. That's just a measure of how good they are. They released their first single in 1963. Their last single to date, as far as I know, is 2016, some 53 years later. It's quite amazing. With at least 69 albums under their thumb, there's a little clue. More singles than I could ever count, more gigs, and 55 years of touring. I could only be talking about one band, and ladies and gentlemen, I give you the incomparable, the unsurpassed, the consummate Rolling Stones. First, you're going to hear The Spider and the Fly from 1965, which was, I believe, the original B-side to I Can't Get No Satisfaction, and that will be followed by Doom and Gloom, which was the song that was released just a couple of years ago. There'll be no chatter from me in between. So back-to-back Stones for you. I give you The Spider and the Fly.
Sitting, thinking, sinking, drinking, wondering what I do when I'm through tonight. Smoking, moping, maybe just hoping some little girl will pass on by. Don't wanna be alone, but I love my girl at home. I remember what she said. She said, don't tell lies, keep fidelity
you go, you lucky lot. You were treated not only to a back-to-back of the Rolling Stones, but quite on purpose. I left the auto DJ on and gave you a little bit of the Killers as well. Could read my mind. So what I forgot to do when I was introducing the Rolling Stones was say a belated happy birthday to Mr. Mick Jagger, who was 75 years of age last week. And you have to tip your hat to that man.
Still rocking.
Hey?
He's still rocking.
Will you still be doing it at 75?
Oh, hell yeah. Probably. If I'm alive.
Yeah, I think there's. I think if you'd have asked Mick Jagger or Keith Richards when they were 21 or 22 in their pomp, will they still be doing it at 75? Both of them would have said, no, we'll be dead by then. But, you know, they're still rocking and they're still the best as far as I'm concerned.
They are indeed.
Right, okay. It's now time, according to my schedule, at 2016, I should be asking you to play your third song.
All right.
Guess what time it is?
2016.
Bang on.
Yay!
So, what are you going to play for us?
This one is another one off of the new album called Made in Bristol, and it's called On My Own. And this song is sort of like just my dig on the music industry and the crap most musicians have to go through in order to do their thing. And so this is...
We're the same. Me and Patches, we have to go through all of this crap. So we're going to listen to this song intently, and if it's right, we might adopt it as our own theme tune. Maybe.
Sweet. Here we go. I got it down about 1 or 10 of those little germs. Call me friend, and the thunder in the distance telling me it's time to go. I got my foot on the gas, trying to outrun the past and the creepy dudes trying to steal all my gold. But I was looking for a little company. I didn't know I had to sell you my soul. So I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. This is where we part ways, and I head off on my own. I found myself in a different town with the same bright lights that always let you down, and the fair weather friends that love you until you ask for help. Well, I've been tripping up the hill over everyone selling dirty deals. When they sell out, I rise up by myself. But I was looking for a little company. I didn't know I had to sell you my soul. So I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Well, this is where we part ways, and I head off on my own. So the sweat off my back, I'll take a detour on another track. There ain't no telling what I'll find. But I was looking for a little company. I didn't know I had to sell you my soul. So I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. This is where we part ways, and I head off on my own. This is where we part ways, and I head off on my own.
Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. That,
So are you going to adopt it?
that sounded better live than it did
Really?
on the CD. Yeah.
Aw,
I think so.
thank you.
It's, I don't know if you played it a little bit faster. Maybe I don't know. It just sounded a bit more rocky.
Yes.
There's there was a line in it that I just didn't get all of it. It was something about a creepy dude trying. What was the
To
rest of
steal
it?
all my gold.
To steal all your gold. All right, okay. I wasn't sure what it said.
Creepy dudes.
It's just a great line, isn't it? A creepy dude. And there'll be a lot of creepy dudes in this business, I would imagine.
Yes, definitely.
So we're getting a lot of feedback. Good. Another great song by Rebecca from Joanne, and Swabs has just joined us. He's a regular listener. Swabs, hope you got that live version from Rebecca Hosking. Don't know how long you've been in.
Thank you guys, by the way.
Chubby's listening as well.
Is he? Good evening, Chubby. I believe you might be joining us later. Bring some beer with you. And Swabs, if you did manage to get that song, I don't know how long you've been in, let us know what you think. You're a good music man, even though you're quite young. Let us know what you think. Right, where are we up to? Better play some more music. I better get down here. This is a song that I first heard.
Here.
Does that sound a bit posh? That was for Posh Helen.
Joining the posh crew.
That was for you, Posh Helen. By a band you may not know, called Shawaddy Waddy, and they were a rock and roll band from the 70s, mid 70s, and they were my first favourite band. I was about probably 10 years old, 11 years old, so you know, like, you have this favourite kiddie type band. But they were a great band, and they did a record called Johnny Remember Me, which I'm going to play now, but I'm going to play it by the original guy, which is even better. It's a guy called John Layton. So have a listen to this, guys, and tell me what you think.
When the mists are rising and the rain is falling and the wind is blowing cold across the moor, I hear the voice of my darling, the girl I love and lost a year ago. Well, it's hard to believe, I know, but I hear her singing in the sign of the wind blowing in the treetops way above me. Yes, I'll always remember till the day I die. I'll hear her cry, Johnny, remember me. Well, someday I guess I'll find myself another little girl to take the place of my true love. But as long as I live, I know I'll hear her singing in the side of the wind, blowing in the treetops way above me. Yes, I'll always remember till the day I die. I'll hear her cry, oh, Johnny, remember me.
There you go. So there might be those out there who think that the Shawaddy Waddy did a better version, and I was a big Shawaddy Waddy fan when I was a lad. In fact, I could probably still name the 8 members of the band. There've been not many people around who could do that, or even who would admit to that.
Snoozy dopey.
They're still going, you know, and they've still got 2, I think, of the original 8 but the rest of them, some of them are about as old as my kids, so it's not the proper band. Right, we need to crack on with the tunes, and I also need to say thank you to Rebecca, by the way, because she's been producing the show quietly in the background there by turning the
put me on the clock.
Yeah, turning the volumes up and down in the background, and she's done so far a better job than Ray, I would suggest.
Well, she's been trained by me, so she should.
Exactly.
There you go. And she's younger.
Better looking.
And
Well, you might as well say it.
no, it's
You're gonna do it anyway.
it's a close one, Ray. It's a close one.
Oh, you guys.
You're a dashing guy.
So nice.
Right, we're going to crack on with the music. Rebecca, Jay Giles Band. You know? Yeah, thumbs up. Good.
Centerfold is the only one I know though. But
All right, well, you may know this. I nearly went for Centerfold because I haven't played that before, but I decided that I was going to play this one instead. So it might be interesting if you've not heard it before to see what you think. But I think when you listen to it, you might
okay.
just know it. Yeah, it is called Freeze Frame.
I do know this one. I like this one too.
Slow motion weakness, stare me down.
There you go, top tune. Joe said we should have played Centerfold. Rebecca said we should have played Centerfold originally, but she did recognise the tune once it came on. Swabs is loving that. I thought he would do. We were just having a chat, and my apologies for not knowing this. Rebecca asked whether they were American or whether they were British, and I don't know. So I get the feeling that they may be UK, but Swabs, you'll let us know because you're a big J Girls band fan. I think. Well, we could Google it, but it's better just Swabs will just tell us. He'll know. I'm pretty sure that they're UK, but I'm not 100%. Right, so it must be 8:30, and that means it's time for my favourite part of the show.
Oh yeah.
This is a bit of indulgence. It's called Something Old, Something New, Something Borrowed, Something Blue, which you know the song. And basically, if it's something old, it's pre-1964, because that's before I was born. If it's something new, it's post-1976, because then I stopped learning about music. Well, I didn't stop learning, but I kind of stopped. That's where my music stopped, really. If it's something borrowed, it's a great cover version. So if, for instance, like the Stranglers did Walk On By, the Dion Burt Bacharach song. And if it's something blue, then it should have an old blues song or a song with blue in the title. So this is the bit where I kind of like pick a song for myself, because I can. And what I've done on this particular occasion, I picked a fabulous old, she's a blues singer, gospel singer, I'm stretching it a little bit, by the name of Sister Rosetta Tharpe. It qualifies in this section because it's something old, as in the song was first released back in 1939. I don't even think Ray was around then. Was you around in 1939?
I'm not saying, so not saying.
Apparently this lady was an inspiration for so many of today's great rock and rollers and a pioneer for gospel blues singers around the world. This song is called This Train, so have a little listen. Swabs, I know you're not going to like this one, pal, but I am trying to educate you into some great old blues music, so have a little listen. Sister Rosetta Tharpe with This Train.
This train is a clean train, you know this train. This train is a clean train, I said this train. This train is a clean train, everybody ride it in Jesus' name, because this train is a clean train, Lord, this train. This train has left the station, you know this train. This train has left the station, I said this train. This train has left the station, this train takes on every nation, because this train is a clean train, you know this train. It's the prettiest train I ever have seen, Lord, this train. It's the prettiest train I ever have seen, this train. It's the prettiest train I ever have seen. Now if you want to ride it, you must get redeemed, because this train is a clean train, Lord, this train. This train is bound for glory, woo, this train. This train is bound for glory, I said this train. This train is bound for glory, everybody ride her must be holy, because this train is a clean train, you know this train. And no cigar smoker, because this train is a clean train, you know this train. This train don't pull no winkers, this train. This train don't pull no winkers, this train. This train don't
There you go. Wonders never cease. The Doctors liking that particular one. But to be fair, how could you not? And if you were listening carefully in that track, you will hear this train don't pull no winkers. I think some people may have misheard what she said, and it's as in winkers as in hoodwinkers. So it says this train won't pull no winkers, no sharp shooters or whiskey drinkers. What a great line. So hope you enjoyed that out there. I'm pretty sure that Swabs was not having any of that, but Mike's liking it, so that's good. Mike was tapping his feet. Yeah.
Yay.
Wonders never cease. And let me tell you, Mr. Foster, you're going to love the next one as well, because this is a bit of you. We're going to play a little bit of the Ramones. So I think this is right up your street, Mike. This is Sheena is a Punk Rocker.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, the kids are all have to be ready to go. They're ready to go now. The guys been surfing till they're going to the discotheque to go. But she just couldn't stand. She had to break away. Well, New York City really has it all. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker now. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker now. But she's a bone rocker, a bone rocker, a bone rocker, a bone rocker, a bone rocker. Well, the kids are all have to be ready to go. They're ready to go now. The guys say simple when they go into the discotheque and go. But she just couldn't stay. She had to break away. Well, New York City really has it all. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker now. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker now. But she's a bone rocker, a bone rocker, a bone rocker, a bone rocker, a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker now. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker now. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker. Sheena is a bone rocker.
Right, okay. So Mike's woken up completely. You should always know, Mike, I always save the best till last. The last half an hour of the show always has the best tunes from my point of view, because you always want to leave the audience wanting a little bit more. But Hillary's saying it's torture because he's singing along. I feel sorry for you, Hillary. I really do. According to Adele, the sound has cut out, or maybe the video, I'm not quite sure, a couple of times. Maybe because you live in the back and beyond. in the shower, according to Ray. Joe's saying she saw the Ramones 20 years ago.
Wow.
They'd be playing for 10 minutes and had to be told that they were on the SIP song, no breaks. Right, okay. Where have we got? More of this, please. Oh, Malcolm's enjoying the tunes, that's good. Yes, we got more of this, although I don't know, I think I might just lose a few people here. This is a bit controversial, this record, because it's kind of alright, but there's a lot of people who don't like this guy, so I may lose a few. Let's see what comes back off the chat room now. We're going to have a bit of Bryan Adams with Somebody. There you go, nice abrupt ending. We'd given Hillary the 30-second... Hillary? We're giving Rebecca the 30-second warning for shutdown, and it went 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, etc. Right, I was quite right, it does divide opinion. I'm a bit surprised that Adele's not into Bryan Adams. I would have thought that was maybe he's not got enough hair. But I knew the doctor would not be very happy about Bryan Adams, and Joanne says apparently Bryan Adams will finish the doctor off. That's a picture I don't want to have in my head for too long. Anyway, we won't go any further with that one. It's got to that time of the evening where we should be about 1:45.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, we're doing well on time.
Yep.
Where I'm going to invite Rebecca to play the last song of hers during the show, but I can exclusively reveal that we're going to stay on a little bit longer after my normal finish time, and Rebecca's going to play lots of songs for us, and we're just going to play out for as long as we can, maybe half an hour or so, and see what happens. So don't clear off at 9 o'clock, just stay and have a little listen. We're going to play some songs and drink some beer and have a smoke and a chat and see what happens, eh?
Cool.
So the next song you're going to play for us is?
This one is called The Devil on the Run.
Yeah.
And it is off of my album Seesaw. By the way, if anybody is interested, I do have CDs for sale. You can go to CD Baby and find me and get the albums. I have 7 recorded studio albums.
CD Baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the website?
Yep, just CD Baby, and you could do / Rebecca Hosking and you go straight to me.
And there's how many albums for sale?
7.
7.
Plus several singles.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the links are on the independencenetwork.co.uk under Rebecca Hosking.
Yes, so you can listen to them for free, but if you listen to them for free on the Independent Network, that means Rebecca can't carry on doing it. So get out there, get on CD Baby and get some money spent. You're all very, very good music people, so let's keep it live. So over to you, Rebecca.
All right.
Choking on my
was fun.
Bravo. And I think I said to you earlier, To Date is my favourite record of yours. Although I'm kind of a bit taken by On My Own as well, which is off the new album. And I've not heard much of the new album yet because it's not been out so long. It's been out a few weeks, is it?
Yes, July 10th was the release day.
So being on my holidays, I'm forgiven for not listening to too much of it. But I will be listening to it, and we will be playing some more. And what you have to remember, by the way, guys, I hope it sounds as good out there as it does in here. But this is just one lady and a guitar, no amps, no nothing, and we're in a room that's not very big. So and you listen to it on the CD. There's steel guitars and all the good stuff that comes from Nashville.
Absolutely. I have an incredible producer. His name is Scott Newbert. He has a one-man band. He usually does everything on the album, and then I have a drummer come in. But Scott
Use
Newbert.
the same one for each album.
Mm-hmm.
Same drummer, same steel guitar.
Yeah.
Because when I was listening to a bit of it when I was putting the show together, when you told me which songs we were going to play, I listened to them to see what they were like and where they were going to fit in the show. And it's the steel guitar on, I can't remember which track it was. There's one bit of the steel guitar which is great, I thought.
He does it in everything, and it's really good. He's brilliant.
Steel guitar in Nashville, hand in hand.
Yeah. I'm very lucky to work with Scott Newbert. He's had an incredible career. He's toured with some really big names in America. He's toured with Trace Atkins and Hal Ketchum and Tanya Tucker.
Do you do tours on your own, or have you toured with other people?
Scott and I play whenever I'm in America, but for the most part I go solo because, got to pay the guys, and depends on how well I get.
Yeah, it's hard enough, isn't it? I know that. Right, okay. Well, we're going to crack on. We've got a couple more tunes to fit in before the end of the show. I'll be interested to see what you think of this one. I know my sister's going to like this one. This is
nice comment from Mike as well, though.
Oh yes.
Well, not from Mike, from Hillary.
I was going to say Mike doesn't do nice comments.
Mike approves not suicide music.
Well, that's good. I
think. What you don't understand is how positive that is from Mike.
Yay.
That's a real thumbs up. Thanks for that.
Wait till I play you my new one.
Razor blades ready, Mike.
We can soon get some suicide music for you, Mike, if that's what you're after. Right, we're gonna crack on. Have a little listen to this. This is a great band. It's a little bit reggae. We've had some ska, but we're not had any reggae so far in the show. This is the Gladiators, and then once you listen to this song, I was singing it all week, having put it on the show on Saturday or Sunday. It's called Chatty Chatty Mouth.
Chatty mouth, you want to know your culture. Know your culture. Your boss is a warrior. Chatty mouth, you are a traitor. You both belittle the humble, also fight against the meek. Oh yeah, but I, by the power of Jah, we shall overcome one fine day. Chatty chatty mouth, be wise and know your culture. Know your culture. Chatty chatty mouth, be wise and know your culture.
Oh, I, by the power of Jah, we shall overcome one fine day. Chatty, chatty, mom, be wise and know your culture. Know your culture. Chatty, chatty, mom, be wise and know your culture. Know your culture. You want your batch of the last if you won't hear. You will get a blow. Hey. You shall be weighed in the balance and found wanting. And then you run into Jah saying, it isn't I who have done so and so, but Jah shall say, depart from I know you not. And will you hear me? Chatty, chatty, mom. Be wise and know your culture. I'm a tell you, chatty, chatty, mom. Better be wise.
We always get a bit of love for the reggae that we play towards the end of the show. We've always got to have at least one cool reggae tune, and I think you'll agree that was a very cool reggae tune. Right, we've come to that part of the evening where it's the penultimate song, and the penultimate song, as you all know, as Rebecca may or may not know, is our one-hit wonder. We like to have a one-hit wonder every now and then, and I think Mr. Swarbrick, it's his favourite part of the show because most of the one-hit wonders I play are right up his street. He does like a one-hit wonder. I'm not sure about this one. This one may be a little bit before his time, but it won't be too much, and it's a song by a band called the Kersal Flyers, which I think they're a down south band, Essex based or something along those lines, and I think the Kersal Flyer was the local train or something along those lines.
Hey, they say that they're losing you.
Yeah, I think a few people have been in and out.
Adele?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Adele, it's your own fault. You shouldn't be listening to us in the shower, that's what it is.
Got water in your speakers.
So I'll get on, and we're going to play you the Kersal Flyers, and this is a song, I think John will like this one actually, I'm sure she will. It's called Little Does She Know.
Outside the one stop when I saw her in the corner, and I didn't like what I see. Little does she know that I know that she knows that I know she's two-timing me. She was sharing her spin dry with a guy in a tie-dye when she saw my reflection in the chrome. I knew that she'd see me 'cause she dropped her bikini, the one that I got her in Rome. She
There you go. That brought back some memories for some people, including Posh Helen. Adele. Swabs was loving it, as I expected him to, and apparently even Mike was singing along to it, which has really surprised me. And Hillary said it's time for his medication. I quite agree. So a good one-hit wonder there. Rebecca had never heard it, of course, because over in the States they never got anywhere. They didn't do so well over here, to be fair. Right, it's come to that part of the evening where I officially end the Rockin' Radio Wall of Sound show, but because we have our wonderful guest in all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, just for the Rockin' Radio Wall of Sound show, Rebecca's going to carry on playing some music for us. So I've got to play this next record because I'm playing it for Fatty Barlow, who requested it last week. And Fatty Barlow, as everybody knows, is fan member. He's fan number 1047 in the Rockin' Radio Wall of Sound fan club. So Tony, this one's for you. I assume you've been listening but not joining the chat. It's a band I quite like. I've never heard of them. He's quite good at introducing new music to me. It's a band called Hailstorm. It's quite a rocky number. It's called Do Not Disturb. And after that, we'll be handing over to Rebecca. So please stay with us, and Rebecca will be singing some songs for us. And we'll keep the chat to a minimum, I think. We'll just listen to some music. Okay, so thanks everybody. Thanks Rebecca for coming in and being my live artist and being my producer. Thanks to Ray as always, who's been busy in the background playing with wires and doing bits and pieces. And thanks to you lot for listening. I shall see you next week, but please stay with us and listen to some live music from the great Rebecca Hosking. This is Hailstorm with Do Not Disturb.
There's a pretty safe bet you'll never see me again, yeah. I love your accent. I wonder what it'll sound like when you come. Let's see if blondes or brunettes are more fun. I'm on the very top floor, room 1334. There's a king-size bed, but we can do it on the floor. Turn your cell phone off, leave a sound. The door it says, do not disturb. And if I were you, I'd bring your girlfriend too. Two is better than one, three is better than two. Leave a sign on the door, the whole night through. It says, do not disturb, do not disturb. Let's take our clothes off. I wanna show you my hidden tattoo that nobody ever gets to see but you do. Oh baby, let me taste ya, shake ya, tie you up and break ya. 'Cause I've been alone, left on my own for so long. Oh damn, too long, too long, too long. I said come on. I'm on the very top floor, room 1334. There's a king-size bed, but we can do it on the floor. Turn your cell phone off, leave the sound. The door it says do not disturb. And if I were you, I'd bring your
Right, that's it for the show. It's now over to Rebecca. The Rebecca's taking over the airwaves, and thanks for staying with us, everybody.
Now me and the moon been getting pretty close. I try to hide my eyes, but I know he knows. Yeah, he knows. I got restless feet, everything's a bore. I'll plant some seeds, but I can't find a source. I got the seeds, but no dirt to toil. There must be something in the water. Can't blame my mother or father. This one's on me. Yeah, this one's on me. Now I can kill some time like no one else can. I'll drag my feet until the last minute. Yeah, boy, well, you know I can kill it. Ignore the pain until it goes away. I count the sheep until the morning breaks. Count the sheep and pray for one more day. There must be something in the water. Can't blame my mother or father. This one's on me. Yeah, this one's on me. I can find a million reasons to justify what I do. You could catch me red-handed, still have no proof. There must be something in the water. Can't blame my mother or father. This one's on me. There must be something in the water. Can't blame my mother or father. This one's on me. Yeah, this one's on me. Now this time tomorrow I might be gone. I say I won't miss him alone. I know. Yeah, he knows.
Yay. I'm having so much fun. Hey.
Hey, Chubbs, we're still live.
You still alive?
Yeah, how you doing? Well, to everybody.
David,
Chubb is in the house.
David,
Okay.
how you doing?
You good?
Hey,
Nice
how's
to
it
meet
going,
you.
man? Good to meet
It's
you.
good. It's good.
Yay.
Pull up a
I'll pull up a pew, yeah.
Yeah. Party's on, everybody. Rebecca's just going to keep playing music. We're just
Alright.
going to have a chat in between, hopefully.
This next song is off of my album called Seesaw, and I don't know if anybody follows American politics, but there's little crazy things going on in my country right now.
Donald.
You gotta love him.
See, this is the thing. I went into a pub not so long ago. There's a little what we call a micro pub, which is basically a room not much bigger than this, and it's a lovely pub run by a lovely lady, and she doesn't allow swearing in there. If you swear, you get fined, etc., etc. So it's a proper matter with real ales and all that. But I went in there and had a couple of beers, and we got talking about Donald Trump, and I tried to defend Donald Trump.
Oh my goodness.
Again,
How?
well, just on the basis that everybody, I mean, it just seems to be the easiest thing in the world to do Trump bashing. And I thought, well, I like to be a little controversial every now and then. I went, and I threw this in, and I went, he's not that bad. And there was like all this stunned silence before they all started attacking. So I did my best to try and defend him on lots of issues. Didn't do so well, really, but I think it's always
It's
good
hard
for-
to defend him, I'm sorry.
It's hard to find anybody who actually likes him. I can't believe he's the most powerful man in the world, and
It's
nobody
crazy.
likes him.
Well, in America, some people do.
Yeah, that's a bit of a wacky country.
Yeah. We're all nutty. We're a little wonky.
Anyway, play some music.
Okay. This one's called Creature of Habit. We tried your way. We're towing guns and slinging hay. Prey on a weak and call it strength. Eye for an eye is how it begins, a vicious cycle that never ends. So we try to pray, recite scripture to ease the pain, pointing fingers and a sign in blame. Leaves you feeling empty after every meal, creates a hole that's never filled. Creatures of habit, happy in our misery. If we can learn this habit, why can't we teach change? For the games we play, pointing fingers and signing blame. Be a hell any worse than this? Can we stop it here and start over again? Creatures of habit, happy in our misery. If we can learn this habit, why can't we teach change? Creatures of habit, happy in our misery. If we can learn this habit, why can't we teach change? I'm just trying to spread some love and some peace and happiness. I'm just a happy person. I love peace, love, understanding.
You're a hippie.
I'm a hippie.
Not wrong with that. You know, if I could have changed anything, I would have been born probably 15 years sooner. I'd love to have been around in the Summer of Love.
Yeah, I think I
16,
would have fit
17.
in really good then too, but
I just think all the great music, people were so relaxed, there was lots of...
enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
I think we've sort of lost sight of enjoying the moment these days. Like we're just so
ever
wrapped up
since.
in work and, you know, and taking care of family, doing, you know, it's just
Life's pretty
crazy.
tough, I think.
Yeah.
But that's why music is here, to take away that toughness.
Absolutely.
So our audience is back.
Hello. Hello. Sorry about that.
Did you bring any beers, Chubb?
I didn't bring any beers, mate.
Oh no! You gotta go now.
Support do.
I didn't know that was on the shopping list.
Support do. I might have to have a glass of Rebecca's wine then.
Absolutely, here, enjoy,
Have you got a
partake.
glass, Ray?
I do.
Or champion?
Do you want another glass?
Do I want another glass? I only want
Would you
one.
like a glass of wine?
No, I'm okay, thanks. I've just got a cup of tea.
So,
Do you mind if I smoke?
No, you go on.
Not at all.
are you kidding? I've been sat amongst like two chimneys all night. Right, so I'm not in charge anymore. The microphone's on.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, no, you do what you want, mate. It's Rebecca's show now.
Yeah.
I've finished.
Yeah.
It was a good show. I had to dash off a little bit early, but which I wasn't happy about. Are we on air still? Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on air and we're still recording. Well, in that case, back over to Rebecca. Play some more songs for us.
I need my
yeah.
cap
All
off.
right.
Okay.
Anyone who's just joined us, Rebecca's been playing with a what looks like a piece of a piece of elastic band
And a pill bottle.
and a pill bottle
It is.
as her, what's it called again?
A capo.
Capo. Yeah.
I
'Cause she
never
lost
thought,
it.
I never thought actually, because you've got a guitar, haven't you?
Yeah, I could have brought me capo.
I was going to say, yeah,
I could have brought
my
me.
capo, I
I
know.
could have brought all sorts of things.
Beer, capo, man. We should have made you a list.
All you brought is your charming little self. Eh?
Oh, well, not too bad then.
So-
Can I ask you a question? before
Yeah,
you go?
absolutely.
How long are you here for?
I don't know. I'm just winging it.
Oh, right, okay.
One day at a time.
That's the best
I'm
way.
only
Best
allowed
way.
to stay in the country for 6 months at a time. So
All right,
I
I'm thinking you
haven't
might be going
to.
next week. So you'll be here for longer than a week?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be here. I'll be here in Bristol.
Right,
I'll be here in Manchester for a good month.
Just before you go on,
Right.
I've already been talking with David.
This one?
Yeah, he does talk
Chubby.
to me sometimes.
Yeah, something does.
I can't get used to being called David.
I know, yeah.
I can't get used to calling him Chubby.
Quite obvious.
And I don't know.
He isn't.
I don't know how to address anybody anymore.
Just call
So-
everybody mate. So, Rebecca's played, obviously, on my show.
Right.
She's played on your show.
She would have played on Chubby's show.
She would have played on
And
Chubby's show,
Chubby-
but don't.
And Chubby
but
turned
don't-
up, yeah.
We've arranged that.
Right.
I was a bit
She's going to
disheartened.
play a bit disheartened.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the previous time, my entire audience was round Gaz's swimming pool.
In France.
The request show.
That turned into a right good show, to be fair.
Did you all enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good fun because we were all sat round trying to think of UFO tunes or something. Was it space tunes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were thinking this will be driving Patch's mad, and it's like trying to do his nutting.
You worked hard that night.
Yeah. So, Saturday, Rebecca will be playing. Friday, Rebecca will be playing on
Thank you.
Kerry's show.
Right.
Saturday, she'll be playing on Lawrence's show and Pop's
Again?
show.
She played on Lawrence's show,
No,
didn't she? last time?
no, she didn't.
All right.
No.
Did not.
She played my
So-
show.
I was hiding.
So is this your first show other than Ray's?
Other than mine.
Yes.
Yeah, get in.
It was all you,
Get in.
man.
Rocky
All
Radio
you.
World Sound.
There was a bit of a fight because Lawrence thought he was getting first tips,
Yeah.
which is impossible.
Lawrence, if you're listening, it's a pecking order.
and
your
I
pup.
am the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
So, once she's done Kerry's, Lawrence's and Pops's,
Yeah.
we're going to sit down and arrange to invite yourself and Marge
All right.
and Ben, if he wants to come, and little Emily,
Yeah.
David, Chubbs, obviously Rebecca, Lawrence, Pops and his Marie,
Yeah.
and Lawrence's partner Debs.
Yeah.
We'll set up downstairs, we'll let Rebecca play to all of us,
Yeah.
and we'll do that as a live show.
Sounds good to me.
And I'm hoping to get a friend of mine in from Manchester.
Oh, and
Franco. Yeah, and
Franco.
Can't get Posh Ellen up with a big harp.
I know, right?
I wondered what you were going
Posh
to
Ellen, are you
say.
still in? Let us know.
Yeah, no. And probably Jake Spicer. I'm trying to. I'm still waiting for some.
When are you thinking? Well, we've got more time. I'm thinking you might only be here for a couple of weeks, but you're here for.
I'm here for the month. Well, I have to go up to Glasgow on the 22nd.
Here's the thing then, right? You know the little pub I was telling you about, this little micro pub in Preston. They play. They have some people play on a Sunday afternoon sometimes. She can't. I think she pays petrol money. She can't pay big money because it's a small pub. Doesn't make a lot of money, etc. But it's a nice.
I'm happy to play,
Small
man.
cabin.
I'm happy to play.
If I pick you up and take you there, would you play?
Yeah,
Right.
I would love to.
Because it's Preston, you'd have to get there, so I'll have to come and pick you up.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
I will speak to the lady in Happy Days, Peace, she's called, from.
Oh, what a beautiful name.
She's from America.
Really?
She told us.
What part?
She was told. Can't remember.
I had to ask, right?
She did well because she told us she was from Canada, and that was like a bit of a ruse for a while. And then she had a family over, and then when we were talking to her family, we realised that she was from America. Went little sneak. But I will mention it. I'm going to see a band in there on Sunday, and it is honest to God, it's a real small pub, but it's the people are going, are nice people, and they like this kind of thing. You know, it's like, so It's where I met Mark,
Yeah,
One
that's
Sided
right.
Horse.
Yeah. Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get Jake Spicer in,
Right?
Franco, and Robert Vincent.
Robert Vincent. Robert Vincent. I played some Robert Vincent.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He's one of my regulars.
Right.
And you guys would love Franco. He's just incredible too.
When's this going to happen then, Ray?
Well, we don't know. This is what we need to sort out.
Right, you need to avoid-
I'll sit with Rebecca and.
You need to
sort
avoid
out
City
the
Hall matches. That's the only thing that I can't.
Yeah.
Why, guys?
We'll sort it out. It'll either be a Saturday or a Sunday. So.
Well.
That's, do you want?
Which one is on here?
Both
of them or one of them?
Oh, it's okay. No, it's
Just that one.
It's just this one.
All right. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna rock one for you guys.
Yep.
Meet me when you're sideways. Whisper when you got nothing to say. You say it anyway. Anyway. Love me when you gotta let go. Cause we both know you like to push when I get close to keep me on my toes. On my toes. But yeah, you know you want to. A man is killing you. You know you want to, don't you? Pretend I'm your girlfriend. Pretend we're like everyone else in that happy place. Happy place. Love me when you gotta let go. Cause we both know you like how it looks to have a girl in the eyes of the world. To the world. Yeah, you know you want to. Your man is killing you. You know you want to. Don't you? Cause I'm all the things that you hate. I'm all the things you wanna be. And all the things that make you human. Don't take them out on me. Yeah, you know you want to. Don't you? Sideways. I whisper when you got nothing to say. You say it anyway. Anyway. Now love me when you gotta let go. Cause we both know you like to keep me close. So no one else can have a go. Have a go. Yeah, you know you want to. The man is killing you. You know you want to, don't you? Yeah, you know you want to. Your man is killing you. You know you want to, don't you?
That was fun.
What's in the chat?
Thank you.
Posh Helen's still in.
Posh Helen?
Yeah, she said
My sweet Helen, she's gonna stay to the bitter end.
something about being very creative. I'm
Oh.
not sure what that means.
I think she's talking about raised fingers.
Mm.
It could be your dress.
It's not a dress, it's shorts.
I was just thinking while you were playing that song.
No one's got that video footage.
You want to bet? I was just thinking we really should be sat around a campfire on a beach.
Oh, I know,
Like,
right?
having a
would be
beer
nice.
and just like
That would
chilling
be
out.
so
With
awesome.
a surfboard, even though I can't surf.
Yeah, not that this isn't nice, just that would be nicer.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Or sat around the pool, or just sat somewhere warm with shorts on rather than a pink shirt. Rebecca's going to write a song about a man in a pink shirt.
Man on the
That's
pink
the
shirt.
challenge before she goes home.
I could do this. I could do this.
She's pretty good at writing songs, actually. I'm saying fuck all.
I just wrote this one the other day,
Oh, right.
and he had to listen to me write it, and I was so excited after I finished it. I come running out here. I was like, "Oh man, do you want to hear it?" But he's like, "I heard it. Trust me."
2 days.
It's a brutal process, me writing songs. Because I sing the same thing over again until I get the melody perfect in my head, and I know it. I didn't realize, but yes, it could be quite annoying, I would imagine, to somebody who's
It's like when you
listening.
see producers in the studio sort of slumped over the desk, like, not looking, it's one of the best tunes you've ever heard.
Yeah.
There's just no enthusiasm there whatsoever.
He's just done.
So, are you going to play the new one in this session?
Mm,
You don't have to play it now, but
I can.
Is this its
It's
first
it's
public
the
airing?
one. It's the one that we told.
that was on
It's
my
suicidal.
What?
That was on my show.
You had it on your show first? I don't, I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah.
Ray always gets the exclusives. I suppose it is your show.
My microphone.
Yeah, you're everything.
So what are you going to treat us with now?
I'm gonna do the new one.
Oh,
None of
yeah.
these work.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
The new one.
Yeah, that's what I just thought. I thought it might have been an exclusive for the Rockin' Radio Full Sound, but now you said you've had it before, you spoiled it.
Second one. Second one, yeah.
I feel used.
Unhealthy obsession with virginity.
I like to be that way.
I wanna scream, but I have nothing to say. But there's no words that rhyme with this pain. I wanna fix it, but I don't know how to erase an ache so profound that I know it's gonna take a long, long time to lay your burden down. There was once you thought we were worthy of the fight, and a life worthy of your time. Well, I've been close, felt a glimpse of what that was like, then left cold from a blue sky turning gray. Yeah, I was close, but still so far away. I wanna heal, wrap my heart in a cast, but there's no comfort from the weight of the past. I wanna hold you, but I don't know why. It won't erase the tears I've cried, 'cause I know it's gonna take a long, long time for me to let you go. And there was once you thought we were worthy of the fight, and a life worthy of your time. Now I've been close, felt a glimpse of what that was like, then left cold from a blue sky turning gray. Yeah, I was close, but still so far away. Yeah, there was once you thought we were worthy of the fight, and a life worthy of from a blue sky turning gray. Yeah, I was close, but still so far away. Left cold from a blue sky turning gray. Yeah, I was close, but still so far away.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And that was written in Where's the HQ?
That was written
Radio
right
Studios,
there.
yeah. What can you do? And Ray, you've heard that that's the second time you've heard it, is it? Or
The
second
maybe a
time.
little bit more.
I've heard it for a while, yeah.
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 So what
He's got it memorized.
how often do you write songs then? Is it just something that you do like loads at once, or just you have a period where you don't do it for ages, or what?
I do it a lot because I have a publisher, and I write songs for like TV commercials and films and that sort of thing. So whenever I do that, it's usually something very specific that they want me to write for.
Yeah.
So that's like what I call my work, my job. It's like work. It's not fun. Well, I mean, it's fun, but it's like not what. But when I write for myself, that's like when I just, man, that's where that. It's not a job. It's not work. It's just my muse talking to me.
I spend an hour and a half going to work and an hour and a half coming back in the car. I work quite far away from where I live, and I sometimes sit and imagine that I could write some songs, and I think I probably could if I sat down and tried. Certainly write some lyrics. I couldn't write the music necessarily, and I think about different concepts or different ideas to write songs to. Where do you kind of get yours from? Can it be anywhere? Because like when we've been sat here tonight, I'm thinking I could write a song about him, for instance.
Yes.
No, it's like,
He's quite the character. I could write a whole freaking book about him.
But you could, because it's like it's the his passion, his dedication to doing what he does, and it's a thankless task sometimes. And so I wouldn't necessarily, if I was to write a song about him, it wouldn't be about Ray. It would just be about somebody who does what he does, what you do, what I do, to some degree of just pour a lot of effort into something that's not always give you the reward that you ought to get, perhaps.
Right.
That kind of thing. It's just
Not that you're looking for that.
No, it's not you're not looking.
No, honestly, like
recognition
I look for it. I mean, I want the recognition. I want people to appreciate it, and that's why I do it. I mean, honestly, it feels really good when somebody tells you they love it, and
I have whatever few listeners that I listen, but when they say at the end of the night, great show, and you can tell that you've enjoyed it because of the banter that's come on, it means a lot, even just from a few people. So if you multiply that by a big audience that you're playing to or whatever, and sometimes it can be even a small audience, but an appreciative audience.
Well, you know what? I'm a bit of a recluse, and when I'm at home in the U.S., unless I have a show, I don't get out much, and I just enjoy staying in my house and relaxing, and I really enjoy these chat rooms and stuff because it's like, I don't know, you're still interacting with people, and it always brings a giggle, right? And it's fun, and then you never have to leave the comforts of your own home and still feel like you got out and socialized a little bit.
Well, here's your other challenge. Not only have you got to write a song about a man in a pink shirt, you've got to write a song about a man who dedicates his life to music endlessly and tirelessly, I would say.
Yes, absolutely. That would be great. I could do that. I'm going to do that for you, Guy.
And then we'll try and think of a song for Troops. I think I've got the title for a song for Troops already. Trainwreck, I think, is
appropriate.
Coming from the man who tried to defend him. Oh.
Can you get through there, Gaz?
Yeah, I'm all right.
With all that
What do you mean? I've lost a bit.
Not that you'd notice.
That's
So
funny.
that's the creaking
Hey
stairs.
Ray, do you mind topping me up there?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
So, everybody still with us in the chat room? Yep. Jolly good.
Oh,
Posh Helen.
I totally
Do you want-
forgot we were live.
Do you want a glass of wine?
Would you
Posh
like,
Helen?
Posh, do you have some wine?
She's probably already got one. She'll be on the second bottle by now.
Posh said, yay, new one, beautiful, suicidal.
That's one for Mike, that. The suicide song.
Exactly.
Do me a favour, could you pass
Yeah.
me those bullets from over there, please? I'm not going to shoot myself or
What?
anything. Those bullets there.
Please?
Next one to it, further up. Yep, that's it. Thank you, mate. She's put me in a revolver, you see.
Oh, I see.
Just going to shoot him if he says anything else.
Get American on the show and then they're pulling out their guns.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
you know when-
It's
you
not
know
a
when
gun.
the-
It's a weapon of peace. That.
It's a weapon of
It's
peace.
a weapon of peace. God. Oh, yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah, when they start when
that's
the
too
audience
high
start
up.
pulling the guns out, you know you've got it wrong, really, don't you?
Yes.
Really, you're not in the right place. I'm sure this is the wrong venue.
I forgot we were live.
I've forgotten to mention something, Ray.
Oh, go on.
Well,
Yeah.
two things. First of all, should we better say hello to Marge in case she's still listening?
Marge, good
Hi,
evening.
Marge.
Can you see me?
You
Then?
can say, Marge is my good lady wife.
Oh, hello, Madge.
She'll be maybe listening still, but she doesn't come on this chat room thing. So, good evening, Marge. I'm running late, so
Oops, that's my fault.
yeah, put me,
It's not like she doesn't know where you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
put me tea in the dog. And the other thing I need to do is she just sent me a message saying my little Emily's got her own YouTube channel now.
Oh, has she?
Oh.
So
Oh,
she's
brilliant.
called Penguin Ice Cube,
Right.
and she's doing random little videos about. She's supposed to be. It started off that she wants to teach kids how to play video games because that seems to be what kids do now. She watches this other kid who. There's millions of people watching this little girl play video games.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this little girl's now making millions of pounds, so she thinks she fancies a little bit of that. So she's
You
made
never
3...
know.
Hey?
You
Never know.
Well,
Yeah.
you never know. So
Roll the dice.
she's made 3 videos so far while she was in France. Once in the wine, in the vineyard, once at the Space Centre, and one somewhere else. Una says, I've got to tell Ray so that he can go on it and like it and put a comment on.
Absolutely.
So there you go. I've done my duty.
There you
I
go.
will. I will.
There you go, Un. Un, this is actually a recording we did earlier,
Yeah.
and then Mission Impossible style switched it on so that you wouldn't know it. And we're all in a nightclub in Manchester.
Oh, Helen wants you to introduce the little furry fella.
Oh, the
Oh,
furry
right, this
fella.
is Vasily.
Wrong camera.
Wrong camera. Oh,
Yep.
where's the camera?
This one.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Oh, right. Helen Vasily is every week. You listen a few times. My granddaughter sends me with a lucky mascot for the show, and Vasily is the meerkat. He's the rock and roll meerkat, as you can tell with his leather jacket and his collar up. He's quite cool. So that's this week's lucky mascot.
yay.
That's another song you can
He's
write
cute
about.
too.
Vasily the meerkat.
I can't even say that name, let alone sing
Yeah,
it.
that's going to be
He's
difficult.
got a Fonz jacket on.
He's cool, isn't he?
Yeah, he is cool. Yeah.
He's a very rock and roll meerkat.
Indeed.
So, we have another one.
Sure.
We have another song. Have your wine first.
Yeah. We don't want to overwork you or anything.
I need the
Oh, you better have
capo
your
again.
tube put back on. How you doing then, Chubs? What's happening?
I'm alright, mate,
I
yeah.
haven't seen you for ages.
That one?
Yes.
Are you settled in and everything?
Uh,
Yeah, right.
later.
Right. You must come up and see us and say hello and have some dinner and all that shit.
Is Claire still alive?
No.
Oh,
Having said that, we are
See why I
toying
need
with
you?
the idea of getting a new piglet and a goat.
that's a great idea.
You know, we had 2 pigs, we had Claire and Emma.
Yeah.
Claire died
Yeah.
earlier this year.
Yeah.
And so we're now going to get a piglet and a goat, I think.
Thank you. All right, so this one is off of my album that I toured here the second year, Safe Haven. It's called Riding Shotgun. I actually wrote this
One of
song.
my favourites, this one.
I was writing.
This is the first song I ever played of yours.
I was watching a movie. I'm a Netflix junkie. I just like binge watch it all the time. And I was watching a movie and I forget which one it was, but this girl, she was a feisty little thing and always like never stopped. And there was one scene in the movie where they're driving in the car, she's passenger and her boyfriend is driving and they were fighting and she got quiet. And I thought to myself, dude, you're in trouble. When this feisty girl is quiet, that's not a good thing. And it didn't end well for him. So anyway, this is that's what inspired this song. It's called Riding Shotgun. A feisty woman with a lot to say. It's cause for concern on a quiet day. And in his mind he can make her feel right. But from her eyes he ain't worth the fight. And now she's chasing white lines from the driver's side. She's saying life and left the rest behind. Cause she ain't riding shotgun tonight. No, she ain't riding shotgun this time. A dusty highway or a back alley street. There's always a tavern where the restless hearts meet. They're telling the stories that never get old, until you hit the road and go live a few more. And now she's chasing white lines from the driver's side. She's saying life and left the rest behind. Cause she ain't riding shotgun tonight. No, she ain't riding shotgun this time. Well, she ain't riding shotgun tonight. No, she ain't riding shotgun this time. A lonely woman with a lot on her plate. It's cause for concern on the best of days. Now she's chasing white lines from the driver's side. She's saying life and left the rest behind. Cause she ain't riding shotgun tonight. No, she ain't riding shotgun. No, she ain't riding shotgun. But she ain't riding shotgun this time. Sorry about the guitar sounding a little funny because of my funky capo, but
It's right, isn't it? I've learned something as well. You play your A's like that with those fingers.
yes, I do.
And
I have little
struggle
hands.
fitting my fingers on, I struggle hitting a clean A. There you go.
You're talking to a man who's tried everything in the world to play the guitar and can't, just do it. So
It's muscle memory.
Yeah.
Shapes.
Practice.
That's where
It
the magic
is
happens.
definitely, yes.
That's where the magic happens. Yeah. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it?
For sure, I agree.
I can do
That becomes
all day.
second nature. You're just changing the shape of your fingers.
I can't even
You've
get
done
it.
It is
so
definitely
many
muscle
times.
memory.
Yeah.
This hand is muscle memory for sure.
Have you seen these days Keith Richards' hands and fingers?
Mm-mm.
You need to have a close-up look at it. If you watch any of his latest gigs, his fingers are like that now. She's probably arthritis as well, I would have thought. How he plays the guitar now, he's like, it's just, I know he's been doing it forever, but you look at his fingers and you just think, You can even do that. It's like a claw. It's like ridiculous. But Marge is in the house.
Hi, Marge.
She said,
Hello, Marge.
She makes the best cakes in the world.
She is.
Oh,
No, I haven't.
I
got-
like cakes.
She's asking me if I've got a key. She said to me, she said, "You'll be late, won't you?" I said, No, probably have half an hour after the show.
What's your event?
But I didn't know Chubby was going to turn up, Marge. So it's his fault.
Oh, it's my fault again.
Yeah.
What she actually meant was, have you got the key for the shed?
Yeah.
Because that's where
Or
you're
the
gonna
doghouse.
sleep. The greenhouse.
Marge, if it gets late and you go to bed, just stick it under the plant pot. But don't tell anybody.
She should come join us.
Well, I've got to tell you, if I knew Chubby was coming and I was going to stay behind and have a couple of beers, it would have been nice, really. But I could have got to pick her up. But
Sorry, Marge, next time.
bless, she would have to drive a camper van because
Oh, really?
she picked up my boy's camper van for him today. You know, Ben's got a camper now.
Right, what's it for?
A little Volkswagen thing, but it's done 250,000 miles. It's a shed. But
They're a labour of love, aren't they?
yeah, we're doing it up a little bit, and but Una picked up today, so Ben's got Una's car. So she's actually, if she was going to pick me up, she'd either have to come and pick me up in a 1977 MG, which I bought for her birthday. Have you seen that yet? You haven't seen that?
No.
have you?
No, I've not
Got a
seen it.
little yellow MG with the flip top thing.
Nice.
Right old thing for her 50th birthday, and or the camper van. She'll have to pick me up in one of the two. So that's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to drive home, sadly, which means I can't stay all night and have a beer and listen to some tunes.
Can you get on the tools, Ben, or does he just pay someone else to do it?
My workshop's done most of it.
Thank you.
Typical. Great workshop.
Which is
Richard Ball
arseful.
workshop.
It's arseful.
But yeah, kids, they never sort of cease to be off your plate, really. 30 odd years.
We used to go down to the Volkswagen Beetle festivals in Newquay, and my mate Jay, he had this old oval Beetle, 1970s, oval window at the back. That's quite special, apparently. The paint wasn't even dry, and we set off to Cornwall. We get to about 5 miles from the place. He hits a badger.
You hit a badger?
He hit a badger.
I bet he was proper cheesed off, wasn't
You should have seen the front of the car, and it was like Basil 40. Do you know Basil 40?
No.
Faulty Towers.
Oh, yes, I do.
I think they do an American
Remember
version.
he's beating the car with a stick?
No, but we get the show.
He's kicking this badger around the road. It's dead. It's dead. When he hit it, it came flying past my window. It wasn't going to survive, so he's kicking it because his car's wrecked. It's sort of one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I remember.
I felt sorry for the badger, of course, but he
I,
lost it. He's just putting it instead.
when I had my motorbike, when I was a lad, I just put some new brakes in it, and I took it for a little drive round. And where I used to live in Bensham and Middlesbrough, you know, was a tough old place. And as I was driving it around and testing it, this bloody dog ran out, and I knew this dog. This dog was a mental case dog called Bowser. I still remember its name. And I hated it anyway. But it ran out into the front of, so I hit it with my motorbike, fell off, broke my thumb. But I remember taking my helmet off and throwing it on the floor and chasing this dog to try and catch it. The broken thumb. Tried to throw my helmet at it. It was like calling it all kinds of names. And if I'd have caught it, I would have kicked it to death. But and it ran off yelping because obviously I hit it with the bike. And yeah, that was the same sort of thing. Bloody thing. What can you do? Should we have some more music?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. Okay, you have to excuse my guitar. It's not. No, it's just not. It's kind of rattling a little bit, but
Right.
whatever.
like
It's
a
good
roadie.
for. He is.
That's a title for your song, Roadie Ray.
We'll have to
Ray
make
the Roadie. Patches the Roadie.
the Raymond Rowe capo.
Raymond Roadie.
Big, you have to, Ray's going to have to squeeze it up. Stand at the side and
It's very rattly.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It's the best we can do. Now, don't think for a second that you got the best of me. The tear I cried was not for you, only the aches in my body. The wear and tear can't take its toll, 'cause I can't sit still. I made the road my new home and keep climbing up the hill. Yesterday I stubbed my toe. I learned something new I didn't know. I don't wanna wear out your welcome when it's time to go. Now don't think for a minute that you could play with my fire. The more you try to tame me, babe, the flames get higher and higher. And if you're afraid of getting burned, you better run while you can. I'm throwing down to catch my breath, but stopping is not the plan. But yesterday I stubbed my toe. I learned something new I didn't know. I don't wanna wear out your welcome, baby, when it's time to go. Yesterday I stubbed my toe. I learned something new I didn't know. I don't wanna wear out your welcome. But yesterday I stubbed my toe. Learned something new I didn't know. Don't wanna wear out your welcome, baby, when it's time to go. No, you don't wanna wear out your welcome, baby, when it's time to go. Thank you. Yay. That was fun. That was fun.
That was good.
So, a jolly good way to spend an evening after you've been working all day and just dealing with shit.
Yay.
How's the chat room?
I've just told Marge to expect me when I get there, sort of thing.
Oh, Posh said my voice was seriously cool.
Yeah, Posh is. I think Posh is probably your number one fan.
Saturday, isn't it?
Eh? Posh is a big fan, isn't she? Do you know? Posh?
She is.
Posh
Well,
has-
she does a lot of work for me.
She's been in Yorkshire.
She comes
Oh,
in.
yeah.
She comes in.
But I'm thinking, do I know her?
Oh right.
Oh,
no,
right,
no.
right.
No,
Oh,
you've
not
never
From
met her.
down south. No, she plays the harp. A big, beautiful posh harp.
Yes.
And she lives down south. That's why I call her Posh Helen.
Posh Helen from down south.
Yes.
Down
Yeah.
south.
A harp's basically a grand piano.
It's just
Harp,
it's
it's
a
on it- on
it's
its
the heart of a grand piano.
super music.
And a
and
few
you know,
modifications.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
strangely, my introduction, and if you like, and my fondness for the harp came from Harpo Marx, who was a fantastic harp player. I think Helen would probably agree if she's still listening. You remember the Marx brothers?
Yes.
So Harpo Marx used to play like a madman, like a man possessed, and he was played some absolutely stunning music.
Well, it's fascinating to watch her play. I mean, it's just like a massive strings, right? And I don't like, and she just knows where to go, and it's like, I
I
don't know.
just think anybody who plays anything is just
Yeah.
cool.
It's amazing.
can't-
Like, I wouldn't even know where to start, let alone tune it.
Does she play piano?
Who? Helen? Posh Helen. Do you play the piano, Posh Helen?
I think she does. She plays a lot of different
I bet she
instruments.
I bet
She plays guitar too.
Musicians, most musicians are just talented, aren't they? Just get on my nerves.
Oh, yeah. Watching you squirm going green.
I have a mate who used to work with a guy called Jeff, and he's first and foremost he's a guitarist. He was in a band, and but he was able to play the piano, and he was able to play either the saxophone or the trumpet or something. He could blow, you know. And the only thing that he couldn't really play was the drums. And he had a little studio at his house, super little place. And his lad played the drums, so I had a drum kit there. I had a drum kit at the time, and I went round to have a look. And he was playing the piano. I said, "No, you played the piano." He said, "Well, not very good, but you know." Then started playing some great piano, or to me, great piano. And he said, "No." I said, "Can you play the drums?" He said, "Not really." He said, "I play around with it." He said, "But this coordination of hands and feet all doing
It is
things."
hard.
He then got on it and started going. It's just wanted to smash his face in because he just plays everything, you know. Even just so. But I think it's a natural gift. I know people have to work at it, but I think some people could work at it forever and never get it, and some people can work at it and become very accomplished.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have some kind of natural ability to be able to play some kind of guitar. Are you able to play it?
No, I'm not very good now. You've got to practice really hard if you want to be
Always, all the time.
I've got a friend, Harry, and he's an amazing guitarist. And he basically, when I was talking to him about it, he said, I picked it up. The first time I picked it up, I just didn't put it down again. So he was just hooked.
And that's what I say, I think you get it, you know. But whereas I just get frustrated, I want to smash it to bits when you try to do, you know, it's like this. A guy who I know tried to teach me, and he was very patient. And I don't think he's ever given up on anybody apart from me. And the only thing I could ever get, and because I really wanted to get it, was the start of "Wish You Were Here." Like, din, 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 din.
I
You know
love
"Wish You Were
that.
Here" by
I
people?
do.
Can you play?
I used to be able to, but it would.
Come
I
on.
would have to. No. I'd have to like work
You
it
play
out
house
again.
again.
It's been years. Years.
There's another request for the next bit.
Yes, I will learn. I have to like sit and work it because
Yeah,
it's
but if
like a
you-
lot of.
Yeah, but that was a one-time only. I'm going to sing it. That was like because I knew you were going to say no. I have actually.
Damn.
Yeah, I have actually recorded "Wish You Were Here." Yeah, I got you know these red letter days. You can go to a studio and I sang along to it basically to a backing track. I've got it somewhere at home. You know, it's fact, I think I might have played it in one of the early shows
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
without telling anyone who it was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Didn't you say you play an instrument?
Well, yeah, I used to.
Spoons?
No,
Go on.
you're not going to believe it.
It'll be something like a French horn, won't it? It's going to be something random.
accordion.
No. I used to play the harp.
No shit.
There you go.
Does Posh Helen know?
She does now.
Well, now. I actually went for guitar lessons,
Right.
but because I was in detention at school at the time,
Oh, he was nicking a grand piano.
the only way I could get it out was to rip the strings out and make a harp out of it. But I was on detention in school at the time that you had to pick what instrument you wanted,
Right.
so I always wanted to play the guitar, but there wasn't any left.
Right.
So there was only a harp or a triangle.
I went for the harp.
So I ended up
You went
learning
to a
the harp.
school that had a harp?
Yeah.
How posh was that?
That wasn't that posh.
I don't even think we had a guitar in our
I wanna visually see that.
Ray on the
You
harp.
playing the harp.
I wasn't very good. I did it for
But I just need to see it. Like I need to see
I
it.
did it for about a year and a half. And we did 2 concerts. I was in 2 concerts at school.
Right.
I couldn't.
See, if you weren't called Parchis, you would be called Harpo now. Like.
Yeah, harpo.
I think Harpo's
I like
the
that
best name
one.
of Parchis.
Hey, you still have to give me a nickname.
I'm thinking, yeah.
And harmonica.
And now, see, that's one thing that I'm thinking I should try and take
Oh,
up.
it's a beautiful.
Because you can take that anywhere.
Yeah.
And, although there's people who play it brilliantly are brilliant,
Yeah.
you can almost half get away with that being rubbish, can't you?
Mm.
Can
Yeah.
you, I reckon.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm
A
going to
bit
do.
of Neil Young on.
Yeah. But you have to suck and blow at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard.
It's
Anything, in fact, anything you have to do twice. Just Difficult, isn't it? Like, you know, if you have to do
Oh
this,
my.
yeah. But if you had to play guitar like that, like that,
You can
that would be
probably
okay.
do it, yeah.
What I need is somebody else's hand.
Oh man, Stevie Ray Vaughan used to do that. He would play leads and rhythm all at the same time. That was
He's
freaking
phenomenal.
incredible.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
On the Independence Network, there's a guy called Rodney Brannigan, and he plays 2 guitars at the same time.
Oh wow. Is it like a double neck or?
No, physically 2 guitars.
Oh
at the same
wow.
time. The guy is incredible.
What's it called?
Rodney Brannigan.
I'll have to have a little look at that.
Yeah, no doubt.
He was at the concert, the sort of festival that we did down south. We were doing the sound, and it was all the independent artists where I met Rob Vincent and Lisa Von H and people like that, Hannah Clive and Hannah White and all sorts of people. But he was playing, and we were actually sort of in a different area, a different sort of tent, if you like. And the main tent, this guy started playing, and we were like, this is a solo act. Sounds like he's got 2 guitars here. How's he doing that? He's not looped anything through the system. And we went in and checked, and he was fucking playing 2 guitars.
Wow.
He was.
I don't want to beat him up, I think. That's just showing off.
Exactly.
I'm trying to picture how he's doing it.
Oh, it's incredible.
You'd have to have one lower than the other that you picked up, I guess. You can't play 2 guitars at once.
One's strapped,
Yeah.
and the other one isn't.
All right, okay. But he's, yeah, you can still only play one, surely.
Check him out.
Right.
Seriously.
That's a look.
He's tried. I can't remember whether it was him, but when I came back, obviously I went checking him out on sort of like YouTube, and Faceache wasn't really Faceache.
That cracks me up.
And I went to check out, and he's got links to other artists that are actually playing 3 guitars at the same time.
Oh, that's just...
That's crazy.
It's just getting silly now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just getting silly.
Crazy.
That Faceache thing was that's what I used to call it, because I never did what's his proper name? Facebook. I never did it.
What's his proper
I
name?
never did it ever in my life until I started doing this, and Ray said, look, you know, this is the best way you'll get some new people, new listeners, etc., etc. I probably only know about 30 people in the world, but I've got 700 and odd people now on. But I used to call it Faceache because it was just the people who used to use it used to say, oh, such and such said such and such on Facebook, and you think, why do you even go on it? It must be so drastic, you know. It's like, because it just makes people fall out. And
You can pick the bones out. You can pick the.
Well, I when Ray told me to go on it, I opened up this thing, and I never do anything. I never post anything other than music. It's all a music thing. But I am going to post the penguin ice cube thing from my little Emily.
Yeah,
so you can get a few people to give some likes.
I'll post it.
Yeah.
Tag me.
Yeah.
So I'll find it.
When she came in and did the show, it was I didn't really know what the like button was, and she kept saying smash the like button, and she was all
Yeah, that's right.
what's that all about?
That's
Smash the like button mean?
That's
She's only
where that
7.
came from. That's where that came from, isn't it?
Yes,
From-
smash the like
Smash
button.
the like button.
But she says it now on the end of the videos. She said, like, you know, if you like the video, if you like to smash it. But she's developed a little American accent for some reason. So she must be the little girl that she watches, that she's trying to.
Oh, right, right.
Must be an American. So when she's doing this thing that her dad's videoing for her, she's kind of developed this little American accent, which is weird. Where that's come from. Bless her.
That's so cute. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, she's a proper cutie.
She'll be in soon, won't she?
Yeah, well, she's on school holidays now, so.
Well, she's due to do a show. isn't
She did a show, yeah.
Yeah.
She was good. She upstaged.
She's done 2.
She upstaged
She's done 2 shows,
Done
and
2 shows now.
obviously part of the deal was that I had to play some of her music, so I had to play things like Little Mix and Katy Perry. And I still remember when I apologised to my listeners after playing Little Mix or whatever, one of the songs that she said, look guys, I'm sorry, you know, I know you're used to having some great music, blah blah blah, and you're probably not expecting me to play Little Mix, but it is for this rubbish or something or whatever it is for my granddaughter, and she went, "Hey, you're breaking the law of great music." She said.
That's so cute.
You should bring your little ones and do the show with you, because you used to have a Polly's Picks section in your show.
Yeah.
Which is kind of where I got my ideas
she
to
used
do.
to pick some good tunes actually. She liked the Clash, David Bowie.
Oh, nice. Smart girl.
It's great when you little kids like that are picking proper.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to slowly but surely. I mean, it's great for them to have their own music and their little mix and all that kind of stuff. But when Emily goes to bed, when she's at our house, she goes to bed listening to her iPod, which I'd made for her, and there's like things like Dave Gilmour on there, Smile and soft, but going to bed, beautiful music.
Yeah.
But you just hope, or maybe even a little bit of Louis Armstrong, bits and pieces, good old stuff to go to sleep to. And I'm just hoping that when she grows older, she goes, God, I remember this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're making memories.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love about music. It puts you in a moment.
She's cottoned onto certain things that I've listened to. The majority of it's come from animated films.
Right.
Soundtracks.
Yeah. Oh, right.
It
Yeah.
does, doesn't it? That's again, Emily.
Big.
I played.
As Eminem said, investing in your kids' ears and nesting.
I played a song called Sweet Home Alabama, and Emily said to me, she said, "Grandad, where did you get this song from?" I said, "What do you mean, where did I get this song from?" She said, "I didn't think you'd know this." I went,
I didn't think you'd know this.
I've known this for 30 years. How do you know it? She went, "It's on Despicable Me." And all these great movies that come out and play some good old tunes, all of a sudden the kids watch the films, listen to the music, you play the music, and there's a connection there which is fantastic.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Despicable Me.
Yes.
Very funny.
I loved
once
it.
She told me that was on it, I thought, right, I'll have a watch of that now. But it is funny.
I loved it.
I watched a great film last night.
Which one?
Isle of Dogs.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
Isle of Dogs.
Isle of Dogs, as in the place, Isle of Dogs.
Yeah, it's like
Dogs.
it's an animated film. It's Wes Anderson.
Right.
Grand Budapest Hotel. Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Have you not seen those films?
I've seen
you're in for a treat.
The Budapest Hotel is about where the old people go and all stay, isn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking?
No, that's
a different hotel.
That's a Marigold Hotel.
Yeah, right. So Grand Budapest Hotel.
Grand Budapest Hotel, A Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Bill Murray plays the lead. They're amazing films.
I love Bill Murray.
For kiddies?
No.
No.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. Again, not a kids' film. Have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No.
That's his as well. You're in for a quadruple treat. How good's that?
Well, it's time for me to go Netflix. I'm sorry. Good night, guys.
I haven't seen any movies for ages. I watch a bit of TV. I listen to music mainly, but I watch a couple of things on Sky Atlantic, like Billions. I liked Billions. I don't know if you got to see that. That's a great series. And what's the other one I quite like? I love things like The Sopranos, which I've just started downloading from Series 1 again.
Have you seen Narcos?
I haven't yet, no. I'm definitely going to do it. Yeah, my sister said that's brilliant.
It's really good.
Great series.
Did you ever watch The Sopranos?
I've never watched The Sopranos.
I never saw that either.
Rocky watched The Sopranos. She loved it.
Out of all of the things, I love Breaking Bad. I love lots of different.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad either.
Or Game of Thrones.
Definitely should.
I've never seen that either.
No, I saw a bit of Game of Thrones. It kind of got my interest because there was a bit of nookie in it. And then there was this flying dragon, and I don't get all of that kind of shit. What's that? Like, get rid of the dragon, get some more.
Yeah, dragons never came within 10-mile radius of Benchhill.
Never saw it. But if you ever get a chance, you must watch it from the start. And it is aged a bit now, but The Sopranos is probably the best thing I've ever seen on television. It's fantastic. And when you first start watching it, you think, this is, these characters have been really hammed up a little bit.
Are they like New York gangsters?
Yes, but when I watched Trevor McDonald do a series on ex-mafia bosses, etc., and some of the ones that he interviewed only a few years ago looked as spivvy as the characters on Sopranos. Because when you see some of the guys on Sopranos and all these slick back hair, you think they've overdone that a little bit.
No,
But they haven't. They've got
no,
absolutely
it's pretty spot
bang
on. Yeah.
And so when you see the real live characters being interviewed by Trevor McDonald in Newsread, black fella, did great interviews of some ex-mafia bosses, and you look at the characters and you listen to them and you listen to the lifestyle, you think, shit, that Sopranos was bang on, absolutely bang on. And it's very weird how the main character had to go to counselling because he couldn't cope with the stuff that his kids were growing up and his wife was driving him mad and all that kind of shit. Yet he could go out and have somebody kneecapped or buried or whatever without blinking an eye. It was really brilliant the way that they got the whole thing.
I loved all those old movies, Goodfellas,
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Casino. Man, De Niro is awesome, and Carlito's Way. Did you ever see that movie?
Yes, yeah.
I loved that movie.
Yeah. That's that was Al Pacino, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was a mobster guy, but he was trying to get out of it.
That
And
was
like
in the days
once
when
you,
we used to
it's basically
rent
once you're in, you're in.
We used to rent videos in them days. Remember video shops? Chris?
I
Used to go
remember
around
in
and-
video shops, yeah.
Videos.
Blockbuster.
shops,
Did you
I mean,
guys have
Yeah.
Blockbuster?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that.
God knows
Before
what they-
Blockbuster though, it was your local.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just be a local one pop up in your area,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
Just be some room, front
There
room of
was a guy.
someone's house.
There was a guy who used to go around in a van. He used to have
Yeah.
on the side wall
Yeah,
in
must
his van.
admit, the first ones we got.
All dodgy, like, but
In fact, the first. No, this was a legit company. They used to come door to door.
Yeah.
This was when videos first came out. And they brought you around a list on the first week.
And then you have to put your order in.
You put your order in,
next
and they
week.
brought it, and then they'd
Yeah.
swap them for you each
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Posh Helen's still listening, by the way, because she said Breaking Bad has had great press.
Oh, excellent. There you go.
Enter the Dragon was the first video I ever watched.
Posh Helen, you never commented on the fact that Ray was a harpist.
Did she miss that part?
Maybe, I don't know. Earlier on, if you
It
were
might be
listening.
further up the chat. We've been chatting for a while.
No, I don't think so.
No.
She's not made no. So, Posh Helen, if you're still listening, we need to know what you think about Patches, or Harpo, as he might now be called.
He's got a new nickname.
Used to be a harpist because he got detention and he couldn't play the guitar. See, there's a whole song in that.
That's a
isn't
brilliant story, man.
there? I'm alright, I'm gonna...
You can't make shit like that up.
I had a guitar for 5 years.
Say again?
I had a guitar for 5 years.
Can't play it.
No.
It's a stupid instrument.
I actually learned on the piano. The first instrument I played was the piano, and I didn't get it right away. Well, it takes a lot of coordination. It's like being a drummer. Your foot's doing something, this hand's doing something, this hand's doing something. So it was very difficult for me. I'm not a very coordinated person. So I'm the type of person, if I don't get something right away, I'm just like, this is stupid. I hate this. And I picked up the guitar and I just put the same theory that I learned with piano towards the guitar, and it came more natural, and I learned it quicker.
Or I always wanted to play the saxophone.
Oh, I don't have the lungs for it.
Love the saxophone.
I love it too, but I couldn't do it. I would just make it squeak. I'd be like, that takes lung power, man.
So, do you have another song?
Hmm.
Another song, Posh? Of course you do.
I need you to move this again.
Alright.
I'm a slave to my capo. I was just like
Well,
so
good.
disappointed. We're
Did you
going
just
right
not bring
here.
one?
No, I left it at a friend's house. I was out last night and I performed and I left it over there.
Okay.
This one?
Yes. You're getting good at that.
actually remembering to pull it away from the strings when it's there. Scrunching a bit.
Yeah, that's good. All right, this one, I have a friend and a fan. His name is James Askoff, and he loves trains. And he asked, he loves trains.
Oh, okay.
And so he asked me to write him a train song, and this one is called Southbound Train. It's not about a train, but he likes it, and it's for him.
It's got train all the time.
Exactly. I've been roaming for so long, but still I wonder where I belong. That northern wind blew us under. I tried to lay some roots, but nothing ever stuck. So now I'm staring out the window of a southbound train with the sun melting on the horizon. I'm praying to God for one more day, for the memories fade and the southbound train takes me away. 'Cause I've been to heaven on my way to hell. Fleeting moments I remember well. If I didn't hang on so damn tight, oh God, I wonder if I'll be holding you tonight. But now I'm staring out the window of a southbound train with the sun melting on the horizon. I'm praying to God for one more day, for the memories fade and the southbound train takes me away. So now I'm staring out the window of a southbound train with the sun melting on the horizon. I'm praying to God for one more day, for the memories fade and the southbound train takes me away. I've been to heaven on my way to hell, but still I wonder where do I belong. Yay, that was fun.
Sounded a bit hillbilly.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a hillbilly song, isn't it?
Definitely.
I went over to Nashville. I did a tour of America. Not a complete tour of America, but they wanted my good lady wife and my sister, and they all wanted me to go to New York to see my sister. She'd been there for 15 years or whatever, and I had never been. And Una had been, and my kids had been, and everybody else had been, but I never really fancied going to New York. I can't see the point. A lot of tall buildings in a park.
That's a great city. It is. I love that city.
I never fancied it at all. So the idea was they tried to get me over. So I said, right, I'll go. If I'm going to America, it's a really long way to go. I'll go, but I want to do a bit of a tour first, and then I'll go to New York. And so we decided that kind of made this trip started off in New Orleans, so we did the jazz in New Orleans.
Yeah, I love that city too.
We went from New Orleans to a place called Clarksdale, which is allegedly the home of the blues. So Robert Johnson, there's the Crossroads and all that kind of stuff. And so we hired a car, American car as well. Drove from New Orleans to Clarksdale. Went from Clarksdale to Memphis, do the rock and roll thing,
Yeah.
do the Elvis thing and all that. And the Sun Studios. Went from Memphis then over to Nashville. So we did the country and western. So I've kind of done all the
Yeah.
great places.
Yeah, very cool.
That a man from England would want to go musically. And then I went over to New York to see my sister for a week. But I also tied that in with a concert, Roger Waters from the Pink Floyd
No
at
way.
Madison Square Garden. So for me, it
Oh,
was like
that would have been
the best
awesome.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ever. But it didn't have a lot to do with the fact that I was going to New York. It was, it was okay, very good. So
Yeah.
I was like Crocodile D in New York because I want to say good morning and good afternoon to people. And it is, you've seen the film Crocodile Dundee when he goes to New York. And he goes, how you doing? And you look at him to say, who the fuck are you talking to?
I'll be in town for a couple of days, probably see you around.
And I found it kind of really weird. But the music thing was just ace. And I don't know if you ever get a chance to go to Clarksdale, but Clarksdale's a brilliant place. And I can't remember how many years ago, it was probably 10 years ago, maybe less. And there's still some kind of segregation in Clarksdale.
Yeah.
There's still white bars and black bars. And it's predominantly a black area. It's still cotton picking, and you go past the houses, the wooden houses, and they've got the verandas, and they still have the black guys in dungarees playing on the veranda, on like a swing thing. And you think, shit, I can't believe this is still like it is. It's like going back in time. But it was fantastic. We went into this bar in Clarksdale. Thought we were going to watch a blues act, but they were playing bluegrass, and went in and never even noticed that it was all white people. But this little black lad came, a pair of dungarees on, low shoes, and started doing a funny dance outside the door, the glass door. And the guy who was on the door, ginger beard, looked like a proper cotton picking, hillbilly type, just picked up a baseball bat and went out to shift this lad on. And I'm thinking, I can't, this is surreal to me, it's like that this still happening. And it really wasn't that long ago. I'm sure it was only, it was maybe 10 years ago or more. But what an interesting place.
Yeah.
And Robert Johnson's grave is there and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, for me, it's fantastic. And there's a place that's owned by, I think, Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman. He owns this original blues bar, and everywhere you look there's basically just graffiti, but it's graffiti with pens and pencils and crayons and things. So it's almost like just a big monument work of art. And outside they've got the scruffy beaten sofas, the big smokers and the barbecues and all that kind of stuff. And but apparently you can stay there. The bar is like just a typical blues bar that you would expect. It's pretty damn
Right.
big. But since he took over it, you can stay there, and the rooms are apparently immaculate. So you go from this kind of bizarre, scruffy, proper, as you would expect it to be, blues bar exterior and interior. And you go upstairs and you've got these lovely boutique rooms. It's like amazing. But when we first got into the town, it's quite a quiet town, and we went into this bar, and it was kind of weird. As we walked into this bar, there's maybe a dozen people in there. And they all stopped talking, because obviously we're English dudes, shorts, flip-flops and all that kind of sunglasses. How you doing? It's like, and they stopped talking, and like Una was a bit afraid, she was like, she didn't know what we were going into. There was tumbleweed coming across the town. It was really weird for us. So I said, can I have a couple of beers? He said, yeah, no problem. He said, sit anywhere you like. He said, no problem. And I looked around, I said, well, we kind of going to sit, there was a couple of benches out front, we're going to sit outside because the sun's out. We went, okay, no problem. It's like, we don't see the sun that often, as you know. It's like, so we sat outside and was going, I don't like it. But they were fantastic, no problem. Friendly as anything. It was just that we were from out of town and it was a small village. Everybody knew everybody. It's like, who are these? But that was probably musically my best experience.
That's so cool.
I've only ever wanted to go to New York. It's the only place I've ever wanted to go in America.
Oh, there's so many better places to go. So many better places.
That's what I want to go clubbing in New York as well and watch loads of gigs.
Yeah. You've got John's got 2-bedroom apartment there. She'd put you up, I'm sure, if she's still listening. Joe, Chubby wants to come and see you.
Joe will sort me out.
Yeah, no problem. You just got to get a cheap flight. Look for a cheap flight. Go over. Joe will put you up, and she'll take you out to a few places, and you can go to a few places on your top. There'll be no problem. But it is just high buildings in a park.
It's not one I've Is that yours?
It might be.
I wouldn't be going sightseeing.
Should we turn this off?
I think people are still listening. People are still listening.
We might have to like call it a night.
I was going to say, should we have one last song?
Okay. Alright, I've done all my songs on my list.
Well, let's not have one last song.
Yeah. It's like I'm done.
We'll wait till they come back and we'll close off. You still with us, Posh?
There's some clapping.
She'll have had 3 bottles of wine by now.
I know, right?
I know.
I'm getting sleepy. What time is it anyway?
I'm not sure.
10:30. Wow. That 30 minutes went to an hour.
It almost does.
Hmm.
It almost does anyway.
It does, doesn't it? You have that effect on people, Raymond.
I don't know what they're doing. I think the Gary's car alarm
Yeah.
has gone off, I think. So, right. Who's still with us? Gary's still logged in, Malcolm, myself, Posh, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to close out. We're not going to close out with a song, we're just going to sort of close out. Actually, let me change the camera. So we're going to close out, and we hope you've enjoyed the show. We've recorded everything, so I'll be uploading it at some point tomorrow, and I'll post out links on the Facebook Face8 wall, and let you all know where you can go and tune in again. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Mad Auntie Kerry in the house at 5 o'clock.
Is it Friday
Mad
already?
Auntie Kerry's house
Is it Friday
show.
already?
And Rebecca will be playing again.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, Rebecca's playing again tomorrow at 5 o'clock on Mad Auntie Kerry's house, live on Veteran TV. You've been listening to Gary Morgan's Rockin' Radio Walls of Sound show, and he is about to leave the building.
Gary has left the building.
We're not throwing him out or anything like that. You know what I mean? My name's Patches. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Hello, Marge. Nice to see you've been in tonight. Lovely to have you with us. And I hope you've enjoyed the show. I'm throwing him out now, so you leave the key under the pot. Or just let him sleep in the pig shed. He'll be alright. He'll be working from home tomorrow anyway, so he can have a shower in the morning when he gets up. Right, go for it. Off you go. Actually, wrong mouse. You'd think I knew what I was doing here, wouldn't you? Hang on a minute. What have we got? Right.
Playing a song, Patches.
Sorry?
Are you playing a song?
I'm putting it into auto DJ.
Oh, you do that.
Because we're going to close out now. So,
Sleep well, Posh.
Good
night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. And thank you to anybody else who tunes in on the replay. Thank you. I think that worked. No, it didn't. Oh, damn thing. Oh, there you go. Right.
fun, you guys. It was nice meeting you.